It's Mr. Sanders, yeah. Topic of discussion for today. Do you need to meditate to reach success? The answer, no. I don't think so. Why do I say that? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been very successful and they never meditated in their life. But we're going to dig into that a little bit because I think there's more to it. And what I mean by there's more to it is that if you get on YouTube or you get on Instagram or something like that, and you come across a channel that's talking about how to be successful, they'll often say you should start meditating. But I think there's a logical reason why meditation and success often get intertwined. So we're going to talk about that.
Level up!
First things first, you might be in a place where you don't like your situation that much. And you're like, to get out of my situation, I need to work harder. I need to spend all my time working. That's kind of the idea of like being successful. It's like, oh, I was a hard worker and I worked so hard. So now I'm here. And so you work hard. And then somebody's like, but you should also sit in a corner and just breathe through your nose every once in a while. And you're like, why would I do that? Because that has nothing to do with work. And I think the problem that's happening sometimes is, okay, let me clarify. Today, when we're talking about success, we're talking about the general cliche accepted term that most of us go by, and that's just like, oh, make more money, oh, get more sexual partners, oh, get more views. That's success generally in all of our minds. Just more of everything. Well, you know what I mean. What the fuck was I just talking about? So with the idea of success, I think it's become so like this mythical thing. Like the universe has to work magic and like come into your favor and then bless you, and then that's how you'll make money and stuff like that. And then to make that happen, you have to like do vision boards and say your prayers at night and embody success and walk around with your chest out. You know you're going to be successful, and this will bring all this magical money into your life. I mean, I'm obviously kind of making a mockery of all that. I think there's a time and place for a lot of it, but what I've been learning to do, my voice just cracked like a bitch. What I've been learning to do is try to take all the mysticism out of this money making thing and just break it down to a simple equation. You feel people's wants and needs, sell them something and they buy it, you'll make money. You'll make more money. So in order to do that, you just have to like find what people want and give it to them, or find what people need and give it to them. Is that oversimplified or is it that simple? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but the question is, what do you know that you can provide that people might want or need? So that means you need answers. And I think sometimes when you have questions and you need answers, the fastest way to get answers is to have a clear mind. That's where meditation, I think, can help a lot. But if you already had the answer for yourself, you wouldn't really need meditation for success. You would need meditation for other things. So I mean, counter arguments or other points that you can take is that outside or the external of your life is a reflection of your internal. So if your internal is messed up, then your external is going to always be messed up. And then the only way to fix your external is to fix your internal, which I don't know how the universe works. I am not God, obviously. That could be a possibility. But there's also a lot of shitty people that make a lot of money. And we're just taking the general accepted definition of success for this. Then there's also the book called The Surrender Experiment, where this guy, he tried to like shut himself off from the world basically just so he could meditate. But it seems like as he like cleaned up his own internal thinking and stuff like that, the world just gave him more and more, and he cleaned up his internal and he opened himself up more. And it seems like the world just kept giving him gifts and opportunities, and his life improved. And you can make an argument that it all started with the meditation. And so he became very successful without even the intention of the same idea of success. All he wanted to do was meditate, but it turned into a whole lot more. And then you can also take the last argument of, if you meditate and you get to know yourself more, you'll probably just stop caring so much about external objects and stuff. So you would just redefine your idea of success and be good from there, which is also a possibility. But I'm more so making the video for people who is like, they're interested in self-improvement, they're interested in success, and then they hear about meditation, so they start meditating for quote unquote success. And I think the problem with that is like you might like go sit in the corner day after day trying to meditate, and then you'll look around in the world and be like, well, I'm not rich yet, so this meditation stuff is not working. And then you'll feel like you're wasting your time all the time, which I don't think meditation was supposed to work like that in the beginning. I think there's a whole different purpose for meditation, but it often gets mixed in with making money when you go on the internet and stuff like that. So for me, I've meditated in the past. I think it's helped me tremendously as a person, and I think it's helped prepared me for better decision making and better ideas. I'm better equipped to do the things necessary for success, but I don't think I'm gonna keep meditating with the idea that like meditation is my key to success. So what is meditation for? So I went and re-looked that definition up. Like, what is it actually for originally?
This is not the primary purpose of meditation. This is not the primary purpose of meditation. This is meditation. The purpose of meditation is none of this. Neither better health, nor curing diseases, nor fighting stress, nor calming down. None of these are actually the primary purpose of meditation. The primary purpose of meditation is self-realization.
He gave the analogy of like a pond or something, like water. And if all the water is chaotic all the time, you can't see into it. And like, so the metaphor is like, if your thoughts are all chaotic all the time, you can't see yourself for who you really are. And you can't see things around you for what they really are, because all the waves are just blocking shit. So that's what meditation is like. It's like calming the waves of your thoughts so you can see more clearly. And how it works is,
biggest benefit is that it allows us to observe our thoughts. Whichever process of meditation you do, ultimately it will allow you to objectify and observe your thoughts, and thereby gain a little distance from your mind, and thereby gain a degree of control over your mind. There's a saying that, the mind is a good servant but a poor master. So you gain a little distance from your thinking process and gain a little control over your mind, and don't react. You don't react as in a knee-jerk fashion, which we are used to. You become calmer. You don't react immediately to annoying circumstances or difficult people, and thereby you become wiser and eventually more compassionate.
So the long story short, your mind being clear makes you more able to make right decisions, to come up with better ideas, and to execute on those ideas, because that crazy mind just gets in the way. And I think that's a large part of, like, if you don't meditate, I feel like you can find yourself getting concerned with a lot of things, a lot more petty things that don't matter, because your chaotic mind will just attach itself to chaos. You'll probably miss more opportunities or have less clear ideas because your chaotic mind is flooded with more nonsense. And the way you feel day to day will also be in a state less conducive to efficient work because of the chaotic mind. So you improve on those things with meditation, then your business or whatever you're working on should also improve. So it's like, if you do a lot of meditating, it's preparing your mind and your body to do the correct things. But I don't think the business should be such a mythical universe, bringing stuff your way, magic in the atmosphere type thing all the time. There's more logical approaches that you could take where, okay, people like this. We'll take a random product that got cool all of a sudden. People like rocks with eyeballs on them. I figured that out. Now I'm going to sell them. They buy them. I make money. Somebody went through that exact logical process, I think, because there was a thing called pet rocks at one point. That was just trial and error, and then coming to the conclusion once he saw the evidence. I don't know how much mythical, magical vision board, looking in the mirror with sticky notes he had to do for that. Maybe he did a lot. Maybe he did none. I hope you get the point I'm trying to make. Making success this super mystical or making money. We'll just put it like that. Making money, the super mystical, universal, the world working in your favor or not working in your favor thing might be a little overrated, and you just should start taking the evidence in front of you more often. I want to end this video by saying I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm making this video in my mom's basement. So there's that.
Level up!